What's up, everybody? The CARLOS Carlos, and today react to My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 6. So let's get to it. Let's go.
Midoriya, good morning. Are you headed off to your work study too? Cool, so am I.
Yeah, I finally got called in again. Feels like it's been forever. I wonder why they said not to wear our costumes, though.
Oh! Good morning, guys. You going in today?
Yeah.
Oh, so are we. That's kind of weird.
Hey, us too. Want to walk to the station together?
Please, I mean, if you don't mind.
We appreciate it.
What's with all the heroes?
Wait, we're going the same way? I thought you were working in Kansai.
Usually, yeah, but I guess we're meeting someplace different today.
What a coincidence, us too.
Everyone's on the same train. Going to the same station. This is kind of weird. We're going in the same direction. Even turning at the same corner. Heyo! The big three are all here? What in the world? What's going on?
It's the meeting. Holy shit, Gran Torino.
Gran Torino? And Mr. Aizawa?
Yeah.
The Dragoon hero Ryukyu, the BMI hero Fat Gum, Rockluck, Kasagiri Man, and Mr. Brave. All these incredible people in the same room. From big shot pros to more minor local heroes. This is amazing. Whatever's happening, it must be big.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think it is big. What's gonna, if they have all those heroes at their disposal, so it's gonna be something huge. So right now, going ahead, passing the intro, get no copyright. The full music video, full music video of the song of the opening one is out so check it out. Try to search it up. Cause I know the outro is just half of a music video. Oh shit.
Talk to me, Ryukyu. I mean, I know you said there's a meeting, but what's it about?
Patience, Nejire.
You too, Mr. Aizawa? I'm confused. Why are you here?
I was called in last minute for this thing. I think I've got a rough idea of what it's about.
You should too. Remember what I told you, girls? Students or not, you've already proved yourselves to be valuable assets. We may even have a role for you in a new case that's come up.
Yep.
It's about the new case.
We're all here, Nighteye. Let's get started.
Thanks to the information provided by all of you, our investigation has progressed substantially. We've invited you all here for a joint conference to share the intel we've acquired regarding the Yakuza group Shie Hasaikai and what we believe they might be planning.
Hold on, I feel like I'm missing something really important here. What now?
Some bad guys are planning to do some bad things, and they've called a meeting so we can talk it all out. Trust me, you two are very much involved.
Yep. And pleasant talk.
All right, let's begin at the beginning. For the past couple of weeks now, those of us at Nighteye Agency have been conducting an investigation into Shie Hasaikai, a small but organized group of criminals.
What prompted this?
An accident involving a gang of thieves called the Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The police thought the whole thing was an accident, but there were a number of details that didn't add up, so we began tailing them.
In my capacity as a Nighteye Agency sidekick, I began following leads to see what I could uncover. I found that in the past year, the members of Shie Hasaikai have increased contact with those outside of their organization, including other groups whose business dealings are less than reputable. Their aim seemed to be expanding their organization and enriching its coffers. Shortly after our investigation began, they made contact with a member of the League of Villains, Jean Bubaigawara, villain name twice. They were wary of being tailed, so I was unable to follow them. But with the help of the police, I confirmed that an altercation had occurred between the two groups.
That'd be about when they decided to reach out to Sukauchi and me. Figured we'd be able to assist given the League's involvement.
Where is Sukauchi?
Follow-ups with some other eyewitnesses. You know, cop stuff. Sorry, kid. I didn't see something like this coming. I've got a bad feeling that things are about to get ugly.
I don't care if they do. I want to help.
Hold up, you know him?
Oh, Gran Torino? I did my internship with him. He looked out
That's
for me
the
and
old
taught me
man who
some
was with
great
All Might and
strategies using
Camino.
work.
Vittoria knows some big guns.
Go on, Bubble Girl.
So, after all that went down, we posted a notice on the HN requesting
I think we
assistance.
can skip that part.
Sorry, what's the HN? Stands for Hero Network. It's an online service that can only be accessed by pros. You can see what all the heroes in the country are up to, and you can ask for help from people whose quirks might come in handy.
Does anybody want to tell me why a bunch of high school kids were invited to this conference? I don't care if they are from UA. If we have to keep stopping to explain this stuff, we'll never get to the actual plan.
Don't say that. These two have important information to pass along.
We do?
Yeah.
Go home.
Anyway, I see a lot of new faces, so let me introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Fat Gum.
He's so cute and squishy.
Ha! Who wants candy?
Hasaikai's movements are hard to trace, but we suspect one of their main sources of income is illegal drug sales. So I requested help from heroes who have some expertise in that area.
Oh, yeah, he said something about catching smugglers.
Yup, I brought in my fair share of drug dealers back in the day. And at Red Riot's debut fight, he proved he could too. Tamaki was shot, and the bullet contained some kind of drug I've never heard of before. One that destroys quirks.
Destroys quirks.
Oh, what? Tamaki, you're okay, right?
Yeah, the stuff wore off while I slept. Here, look. I've got this cow hoof and everything.
I guess we know what you had for breakfast.
I'm glad to know the effects aren't permanent, at least. So this stuff doesn't zap a quirk for good.
No. But Eraserhead has some further insight.
It doesn't seem to function exactly like my erasure does, since I'm not actually attacking the quirk directly. What we call a quirk is an extraordinary addition to an ordinary human body. Those additions are collectively referred to as quirk genes. I can shield those genes and temporarily block their expression, but I don't actually damage them.
But after Tamaki here was shot, we brought him to the hospital, and they found that his quirk genes had sustained damage. Fortunately, they seem to have healed on their own, and he's back to normal now.
What do we know about the substance he was shot with?
Whatever it was didn't harm the rest of his body. Nothing but his quirk was impaired in any way. The guy who shot him clammed up. He won't say a word, and the round that hit Tamaki was totally spent. However, Kirishima bravely defended Tamaki from a bullet, which then bounced off his own body and should now provide us with a viable sample.
Oh, I did that? Really? That's crazy. I have no idea what's going on.
Wow, awesome job, Kirishima. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. His quirk. It's hardening, right?
And when we analyzed the substance from the bullet, we discovered something that made me sick to my stomach. It contained human blood and cells.
Oh,
Human blood?
Sounds like something out of a scary movie.
In other words,
And
that
right
effect
there
came
is
from a
thinking.
person, from someone's power. A quirk that can destroy quirks.
I'm not connecting the dots here. How is all this related to Hasaikai?
The man who shot Tamaki used an illegal drug to boost his quirk during his fight with Kirishima. The distribution channels for stuff like that are complex, although things have shrunk since the old days. Drugs still pass through various people and organizations before they finally reach the end user. There's no concrete evidence that Hasaikai handled the drug, but we know for a fact that they interacted with one of the middlemen responsible for moving it.
That's all.
The other day, Ryukyu's team broke up a fight between two villain groups. One of those groups was controlled by the intermediary organization that Fat Gum just mentioned.
One of the two giants had been given an inferior drug that didn't last long.
There have been a rash of gang-related crimes recently, and most could be connected to the Hasaikai if you tried hard enough.
Which is what it seems like you're doing, trying to make them guilty. Don't you have anything that implicates them more clearly?
Their young head, Chisaki, Quirk Overhaul. With this power, he can disassemble things and then reassemble them. A quirk that allows him to completely break down matter, and a bullet that can break down quirks.
Please don't go.
They know.
Chisaki has a daughter named Eri. There are no records or details about her birth. But when Mirio and Midoriya encountered her, they noticed there were bandages wrapped around her arms and legs.
Could he really do something so horrific?
Unfortunately, yes. In a world of superhumans, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Hold on. What are they talking about?
Once again, why do we have children in this meeting? I'll say this one time. We're wondering if this Chisaki bastard is turning his daughter's body into bullets and selling them on the black market.
Nope.
No.
That's what I'm making
Don't
like.
tell me.
To be clear, we aren't
Using
certain that
her
he's
blood.
actually selling the bullets. At this point, their efficacy appears to be questionable. It's possible that they're still in the testing phase, and he's giving them out as samples to rally more people to his cause. We have no hard evidence, but we do know he's gathering allies and funds from across the nation. If the completed drug allows him to annihilate someone's quirk entirely, imagine the devastation he could cause.
Yeah.
Just talking about it's enough to make my blood boil. Let's go get this monster.
Would have saved us a lot of trouble if these two amateurs had just gotten the girl away from him.
I take full responsibility. The blame should not fall on them. Even without knowing the whole story, they acted to save the child, each in their own way. Midoriya was willing to bear the risk of taking her then, while Mirio chose to wait for another opportunity when success would be more likely.
World's greatest hero. Not even close.
Yeah.
Save 1 million people? I couldn't even save her.
Yeah.
I assure you, nobody in this room is more frustrated than they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get Eri away from him next time, and we'll protect her.
Indeed.
Okay.
That's precisely what we've come here to discuss.
Oh, okay. So now he can use what his target will do for 1 hour. Damn.
We'll get Eri away from him next time, and we'll protect her. We'll save her. We won't let her down.
Huh. You kids want to talk big, that's fine. But if what Night Eye is saying is for real, that little girl's at the center of Hasakai's entire underground drug operation. She may have managed to get away from Overhaul for a few minutes, but she got herself seen by a couple of heroes. You think he's still gonna keep her at home after that? Hell, I know I sure wouldn't. And if we go busting into their headquarters and she's not there, they're gonna know that we're onto them. We gotta be sure of where he's hiding her.
Yeah.
He has a point. Do you have a plan for that, Nighteye?
That's our conundrum. Since we don't currently know how far they've taken their plans, the success of our initial strike is crucial. To that end, we've made a thorough list of groups with connections to Hasaikai, as well as properties owned by the organization. This is our starting point. I would like you all to investigate each coordinate on this map. It is the most logical way to narrow down our targets.
So that's why you asked minor heroes like us to join you.
What do you mean?
Go on, look. The heroes in this room all operate in one of those locales. We know the areas better than most.
Yeah.
Didn't expect someone who worked with All Might for so long to be such a careful planner. Let's just go bring him down while we're taking our sweet time. That abused girl's out there crying somewhere.
We can't do this like All Might would. That's why we must be meticulous about our strategies and predictions from the outset, so we have the highest chance of saving her.
He's right. We shouldn't rush. If we show our hand and then don't end up rescuing her, then we'd just be throwing gas on a fire. Like how Stain's capture was a beacon that led criminals to seek out and join the League. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they handed out quirk-destroying weapons to those hoodlums in order to increase their recruitment.
You're thinking too dang much. If we keep sitting here yapping about it, we're never gonna get anything done.
Excuse me? I've got a question. I don't know the specifics of your quirk, Night-Eye. Feel free to correct. But from what I've heard of it, your quirk foresight allows you to see into the future. So why not use it on us? That's logical, right?
I'm sorry, but I cannot. My foresight has some limitations. I need a full 24 hours between activations. That means I get one person, and then I'm spent for the rest of the day. Additionally, the future is played in my mind like a flashback. Think of it like viewing a film strip. For 1 hour, I have the power to watch a person's life as a movie. The issue is, everything I see is from a tight perspective on the person in question. This severely limits my capacity to interpret context.
That should still provide more than enough information to be useful, don't you think? And it doesn't explain why you can't do it.
What if I saw imminent death in your near future? Worse. What if it were a cruel, merciless demise?
This is because of what happened with All Might.
Please stop! If you continue like this, I swear, you'll face off against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death!
My quirk should be employed only after we've confirmed the highest likelihood of success. Then it can help ensure our victory. It shouldn't be relied upon when there are still too many uncertainties.
Whoa, hold up. Death is still information. If we know what's coming, we can figure out how to survive.
You don't understand. It's possible what I see is unavoidable.
Bro, that's the only excuse you have for real? Oh, hell no. Just use it on me now. I'll show you I can beat death.
I can't.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he needs to really talk.
We should get started. There's a child in trouble. That's what's important here.
We must confirm the girl's location and take her into our protection as quickly as possible using the most accurate data. I'm counting on your help, all of you.
Flashbacks.
If only I'd rescued her then, even if I had to use force, at least she'd be safe.
Oh man, so that's what happened that day? So frustrating.
So
We know you tried, Deku.
I've never seen Mirio look so down before.
We're wondering if this Chisaki bastard is turning his daughter's body into bullets and selling them on the black market.
Poor Eri.
Is this a funeral or something?
Mr. Aizawa, hello, sir.
Call me a racerhead outside of school. You know, it's just my luck. Before you got involved in this, I was going to recommend that your work studies be suspended.
What? Why would you do that?
You were listening when he said the League of Villains is involved, right? That changes things.
We'll get Eri away from here next time, and we'll protect her!
Here's the deal. Midoriya, you still haven't proven I can trust you again. In order to regain our confidence, you'll need to obey every rule. I mean to the letter. Be model students. Unfortunately, I'm positive that if I try to stop you now, you'll do something reckless and attempt to take things into your own hands. So I'll watch you. If you're going to see this through, you gotta do it the right way. Use your head. You hear me? Problem child.
Yeah.
Mirio, please, will you try to smile?
Hey, I know what'll help you. Just remember, regretting something and getting frowny doesn't change things. You know it?
Yeah.
I'll only say this once, in case it gives you a little peace of mind. Just because you didn't hold on to her this time, doesn't mean you didn't give Eri hope. So keep looking forward.
Right!
Mr. Aizawa!
I said I'm a racer here.
I'm your man for the rest of my life, Eraser.
Not interested.
Sorry.
Take it down a notch, Kirishima.
Mirio?
Yeah, I know. Hey, Midoriya, next time we'll definitely save her. Right! No matter what!
Now I understand. Of course. You sent Midoriya to me in the hopes that he would help mend my relationship with All Might.
I thought it would give you an excuse to talk at least.
Smart.
When you get old, it's your job to help stubborn youngsters. So the kid, what are your honest thoughts about him?
I think he and All Might are very similar. Especially when it comes to the madness living deep within. The one I could never understand. I see that in them both.
looks like they might be an extra clip in the end. Cause that's yeah. I was like, that's way too long again. Oh shit. Okay. I think I went a little too forward. Go a little back. Okay, we're good. I went a little too forward. Look like this season they're putting a lot more end credits. Okay, I thought it was over. Okay, no. Ah. So we see her room.
Yo, Harry. Relax, it's just me. I'm just checking to make sure you're doing okay in here. What? You haven't touched any of your toys? After I bought them special for you. Wouldn't hurt to let your guard down a little, you know. Look happy, or I might be the one who gets killed next time, you brat. See, I'm not scary. There anything you want me to bring you? No worries. If I'm in the way, I'll leave you alone.
You're going to be her new caretaker. Make sure she doesn't want to run away. Use the carrot, not the stick. Be someone she trusts and feels comfortable with.
I'm a dead man. Like I have any idea what kids like. Maybe I'll grab her one of those magical girl dolls.
So strange. So completely different. My entire life, no one's ever reached out to me like that before.
Whoa, I'm sorry. You took a tumble. Are you okay? Can I help you up? Her whole body's shaking, but she's not making a sound. What are you doing to this girl?
He felt so kind, so warm.
Yeah.
Here's the preview. Those of us in work studies are instructed to stand by, while Sir Nighteye and the other pros try to figure out where Aerie is being kept. My head is a mess as I'm forced to wait for news. I can't stop thinking about All Might's future, Night-Eye's words, and Aerie's safety. Then, finally, we're able to make a move. Next time, go! Aerie, I'll definitely save you this time. Go beyond! Los Ultra!
What an episode. We got a little bit more information, I believe. I think it did. About the of the other heroes, pro heroes that we're going to see, and some local heroes as well. Now we know why Gran Torino didn't want Midoriya as work studies, because he wanted Night-Eye to he wanted Deku to go with Night-Eye's agency. And a pretty good episode. Not too much action this time, but it was all focused about the plan, and like it was emotional for Mario and Deku, because they could have saved her in that one moment, but they didn't. So they have the way out. They have the pressure on them. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. That's the anime reaction, guys. Hit the like button, like the video, subscribe for more reaction to My Hero Academia, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.